Storm Bram is battering the UK at the minute, and it's only going to get worse with gusts of wind over 70 miles an hour, up to 90 miles an hour in places. We've noticed that the storms on this planet are getting more and more intense, and there's just way more of them at the minute. This is because the energy on Earth is rising. We're in a great time of awakening. And not only are we awakening, but the planet is awakening with us. So these storms, the volcanic activity, the gusts, the hurricanes, the tsunamis, the earthquakes, they're all going to intensify while we go through this shaking up period. We are shaking up to wake up. Part of that waking up is going to be witnessing and being part of intense storms like this. Not only the storms that are internal, but the storms that are external. So come along with a soul's experience while we go and enjoy Storm Bram. Right, I'm going to be taking us into a forest that I know. First of all, we've got to get over this drop here. Can't actually see how steep it is, but it's very, very slippery here today. Yeah, you don't want to go falling off the edge there, down there. Not when it's this slippery. I'm going to be taking us into a forest today with trees that are, some of them over 60 foot tall. Now, the thing with this forest that we're going to is it is prone to trees falling. They are quite old trees, some of them, so we're going to have to be careful, but let's go in there and see what we can find. We can see there the forest in the distance, and how tall some of the trees are in there. And look how they're swaying. That's where we're going to be heading now, off into them woods. So you can see the path here just before the woods has completely turned into a bit of a river. And it goes all the way down, so we can see how saturated the ground is here. It just goes on. So as you can see, the ground is extremely saturated already, making this a little bit more dangerous of trees falling. But in this forest, what we're going to find is brand new trees, little baby saplings. We're going to find trees as strong and healthy as an ox in the middle of their life. We're going to find some trees on their last legs and some that have already fallen over and succumbed to old age. And you never know, we might find, or catch, should I say, a tree falling on camera. You never know. As long as it don't fall on top of our heads, we'll be alright. But without further ado, let's head into the beautiful forest. Whoa. You know, gotta be really careful here. Keep our gotta keep eyes in the back of our head here. Got to keep looking up. You know, these trees can weigh upwards of 10 to 15 ton easily. The big ones, probably 20-30 ton. You know, just the smaller ones are a couple of ton. You know, and you don't want that landing on your head. A couple of ton of wood coming down on you. I mean, you can get the smaller branches even come down in these kinds of storms, but maybe I should have brought me a climbing helmet along. You can see the movement up there, the swaying in the trees. Lots and lots of movement. Looks like veins, don't they? Don't they look like the veins in a human body? Kind of amazing. Alright, let's carry on. Whew! We do get a bit of protection from the rain here, obviously from the trees. Whoa, they're going. They're really moving them back there. Whoa, you can hear. Whoa, here we go. Did you see that? Did you see that bit of tree fall then? I heard something cracking and then it was only about 3 foot, 4 foot bit of branch. I'm hoping I got that on camera. That was awesome, you know. But there you go. That's the kind of thing that could just fall down straight on top of your head. That was proof, right there. You know, that's what happens. Here we go again. There's a big. Oh, I tell you what, you hear it all cracking above your head. Soon makes you think. Whoa! Here comes some wind now. Yeah. Wind's picking back up again, guys. Whoa! This might actually be a really stupid idea. Oh fuck, nah. I can hear it all cracking. I can hear it all cracking. Nah, this is stupid. I'm getting out of it. Shit. I'm trying to get some sort of protection. Nah, this is stupid. I've got to get. I wonder if I can get down here. I think this is a bit of a bad idea, guys. I want to get. I'm under this bush. I'm under this shrub, which is very, very alive. This is my protection. If anything falls, alright, I'm legging it down the bank. I'm literally legging it down here. And I'm running for my life. I think one of these are going to go. I think one of these trees are going to go, you know. I can hear it all cracking up there and... God, it's scary. It is scary. I'm hoping this tree here stays where it bloody is. This is the killer. This one here is the killer. That lands on you. You know, these probably leg it away from these. So we just got to really be on it like bloody Sonic now, and bloody nearly tripped over this piece of wood right down the bank. Woo! That's the thing with living in England, yeah. If you're like me and you love the beach, you love the sun, you love the sea, when it comes to the winter, we got to make our own fun here, you know. When it comes to rain and wind, you got to enjoy it just as much. Got to try to anyway. Right, what I might do is come out onto the path, onto a safer bit, travel up the path. Just travel up the path and then come back in to the forest a bit further up. Maybe. Because you never know when the wind's going to pick up. That's the problem. Like right now I feel like I'll just keep walking this path. But look at all these massive trees literally right next to me. If one of them come down... But then if it ain't my time, it ain't my time, innit? No fear. We cannot live in fear. We cannot allow fear to control our lives. Right, we're going through the path. Because there is a massive tree down here that has already come down, which is what I want to get to now. So we're going to go... Got to watch these ones, man. Right, this is what I'm talking about. Imagine it's a storm like this. You've got these 70, 80 foot, 100 foot trees. Right, up there catching 70 mile an hour, 80 mile an hour winds. Right. Oh. Hang on, wind's picking up. Wind's picking up. I'll just back onto this bit. Hang on. Alright. Car wind just picked right back up then. This is what I mean. I think the wind's coming in lows, like waves. So after this big high on the wind, on the next low, we're going to try and get to the fallen tree. It's definitely coming in, I think we're getting 30 seconds to a minute low. And then we're getting a 30-second blast of high wind to a minute. There's definitely a pattern to the wind today. There's definitely a pattern. We should be getting a huge gust in a second, and then that'll be the end of it. until the next lull, if it's following the repeat pattern. But I'm just staying close to my exit route, which is down that muddy bank. And there's more wood down there. You see that wood? 2 pieces of wood down there. So it's not the nicest exit if I have to leg it. That's for sure. Okay, it should be a big gust and then the lull. Here it is. There it is. Here's the big gust. Whoa! Whoo! Okay, we'll wait a couple seconds and it should calm down into the lull, and then we can get across. Oh man. Okay, I'm waiting for it to calm down now. This gust is lasting, yeah, between 30 seconds and a minute, I suppose. Well, it's probably going just over a minute now. This quite a big gust, this one. Okay, it's starting to die down now. Okay. I think we're just about to go into the lull, the calm part. Just about to go into the calm part. Okay, right. So the reason I'm a bit nervous is because this forest is prone to trees falling. Every time I come here after a new storm, there's fresh trees that have fallen, new branches lying all over the place, and I always wanted to come here and see if I could capture it on film. Oh, I'm right in the firing line now. Whoa. So as you can see, this giant tree here was one of these trees that you can see up here standing in the background. These giant trees up here with the green, on top. These are like, 80 foot tall. I'm not sure how much they weigh. Possibly 100 ton for all I know with the roots. That is what this tree is here. This gigantic, this thing here cuts all the way through the forest. I've actually got a video of me walking this whole tree. And if this was to fall, there's nothing that stopped this. No bush, no shrub stopped this tree from literally bedding itself into the ground with these giant spike-like wooden branches coming off. And then you can see parts of the tree have broken off here as well. So this is like a bomb going off. When this tree fell, it was like a bomb going off. Anything around it could have, really, it's 50-50 if you lived or not. If you lived, it was by the grace of God if you lived. So yeah, that's why I'm nervous. Because things like this happen in this forest. These are old trees. The only way I've got to get out is back the way I came. But now I'm next to this tree, I feel really actually quite safe that if a tree was to fall, I could kind of just duck down near it and hope for the best. I'd probably jump the 10 foot back to the ground through the bushes. I should probably not hang around too much in this spot. Safest way back. Should we go forward? Look, another tree fallen down. Everywhere you look in this forest is just trees and broken branches and everything. So yeah, I'm gonna go back the way I came, and then we're gonna come up the flooded path. Oh shit, the gust's gonna be back in a sec. The gust is gonna come back. I forgot about the gust. The lull's nearly over, guys. The lull's nearly over. I can't forget. I've got to get away when that gust comes in. Right, I'm going to try and make it back to the path. I'm going to get back to the path now and go up the flooded path and then enter the top of the forest to see what's going on up that bit. Gee, there's some movement up there. See, this is a perfect example of the tree. These old trees that fall, massive, huge, just huge trees with big pieces of wood that are breaking off them. Right, whoo! It's actually, because it's above your head, and you hear the cracking, and you feel the force, and you see the sway. You just don't know. You just don't know if you're being an idiot or not. If I'm being an idiot or not. Okay. Let's walk up. There is a part of the path that's not flooded, it's just the side, but I'll spin the camera around. It's not too bad where I am. But then if you look on this part, yeah. You know, the water's coming now. Alright, so I've got onto a bit of the path that's... We're just gonna have to... Oh! Okay. Got water flicked all up my jeans there. Okay, so we're... Oh no! Oh man, I'm just gonna get wet feet today. There's no point, I'm just gonna get wet feet today. This path is... Yeah, there it goes. You know, when you feel that first bit of water seep through. You know, but these are good boots. I've had them over a year, they do the job, but... this is a lot of water out here. So we're outside on the path, on the flooded path to the forest. Feeling a lot safer out here. Yes, the trees are behind me, but if I turn around you can see I've actually got a bit of green space here. So I've got this green space here behind me I can run to if needs be. But I'm gonna head to the top of the forest now, cut back in and see what's going on over there. One thing I absolutely love about the weather is it can turn our earth into a playground. When it's hot, all of a sudden the sea becomes your local swimming pool. When it's windy and a bit crazy like today, all of a sudden the forest becomes an adventure playground with a bit of danger added in for good luck, you know. But this is the top of the forest now. Some massive trees in this part. Still very crazy weather, as we can see. Huge trees in here as well over this direction. But yeah, let's head into the top of the forest and see what's going on. It's a good thing we got the boots on. This is squelchy stuff in here. Oh, squelchy stuff. Wow. These trees are just going crazy, aren't they? These ones move a lot in the wind, these bushes. I'm gonna have to make sure that I don't get too complacent Oh look, another tree. Another tree's come down. That wasn't there before. This is a fresh tree. This is exactly what I was talking about. The last time I was at this forest, this tree had not fallen. This is a freshly fallen tree. Wow, let's go have a look. Was it? Oh wait. That one might have been there before actually. I think I remember doing pull-ups on this tree. Was it this one? Was it this one? Look at this. I don't remember, maybe because it was summer last time I was here, but this did not look familiar. I do remember when I had my woodland workout, I was doing pull-ups, I believe on this part over here, but blimey, it looks so different in the winter. I've not been here for a while in this specific spot. You can actually see the beauty of the tree now. This was all covered when I was here last time. Wow, let's go climb on the tree. You couldn't really get to it last time I was here. You couldn't really go and play on it like that. Wow, look at this. You see? Nature's climbing frame. We've got the holly. We've got the holly. This would be good for Christmas, you know. Here we are coming up to Christmas. Let's see if we can get a good. There we go. A little focusing on the old holly bush. Right. One thing I'd say about if you're going to climb fallen down trees, always be careful near the roots, because where the roots come out, mud and earth can and foliage, leaves and stuff can cover gaps in the soil, so when you stand on it you actually fall through. Easy to break a leg, easy to break an ankle. So you can see here, this is what I'm talking about. You see this hole in the ground, this is covered by what looks solid, and a lot of this could actually be solid to stand on. But please be careful, because you could stand on one bit and it's just a gap there in between roots. Snap, you're stuck in a forest, no one around, trees falling down. Not a good day, is it? So we're going to do the root test. It's that bit I don't trust. Yeah, look, goes right in. See that? See that? My foot's disappearing. You see that? That, you stand on that. Right, there's a solid bit there, but that goes right in. See that? You've got to be careful. So that's a root there. Oh! See? Fuck yeah, I thought that was a root there. My whole foot's just gone through. Oh, it's broke. I've broken the root. It's rotted away, look. It's rotted away, so my foot's just gone right through. I nearly, very nearly, just done, like, you know, that was a perfect example, because I thought I had found the soft bit. But yeah, look at that, look at that. When we first come up here, there was barely a hole. I've taken a step. Whole foot goes through. See that? So yeah, you really got to be careful if you're gonna do this. Anyway, let's see if we can get on this tree. It's not going to be an easy one with these hollies in the way. Whoa! Holly bush to the face, man. Woo! We're on the tree. We're on the tree. I'm just surrounded by holly. And I'm getting a bit complacent with things falling. I kind of forgot that there was a storm going on. I'm on the tree. I don't think I'm going to be able to Yeah, it's slippery. I'm not gonna risk injury out here on my own. If I was with people, you know, push the boundaries a bit more. But I'm getting spiked right up the bum here. Let's get down here without breaking a bloody leg. Oh, blimey. Right. Woo woo woo. Cool, I'm getting hot. Here we go. Whoa! Oh, get caught up here. Oh. Everywhere you turn, there's a branch or a stick or a stingy thing in your butt, you know. Great fun. Really, really good fun. These trees go mental up here. They're going mental up there. Really catching the trees, obviously, with the more leaves on, are catching the wind. Bang! You know? Like this green one, this should be catching the wind. This should be catching the wind. Wow. I've had to take me out off for burning up. Even though it's windy and rainy today, I think it's about 15 degrees. And I've got 2 coats on, a pair of trackies, pair of jeans, so I'll stay dry, and a hoodie with a snug and a hat, so I'm definitely overheating a little bit. Wow, I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the top of the hill and get a view from about 60-70 foot up and about 200 foot away, and get a shot of the tree line from up there. I think that would look awesome, and just see the movement of the trees. It's been amazing being down here and sort of getting the heartbeat in, seeing some cracking. I'm interested to look back at the footage and see if we caught the branch falling on camera. But yeah, now I'm gonna cut through the woods over that bit. We can film that bit actually. I'll cut through the woods over there, and we'll head to the top of the hill and get a shot from about 200 foot that way. So I've just spotted this freshly dropped tree in the distance. See that one lying there? That's fresh, got the leaves on it still. Head over there and have a look at that tree. That's quite a big, that's about 30 foot. Oh, so I've not caught a tree falling on camera, but we have found our first freshly fallen tree. So we're heading there now. Alright, it seems like Storm Bram has a... Whoa! Whoa, you see that slip mark? Blimey. Jeez Louise. I just nearly went arse over tit there. Blimey. Yeah, it seems, I've got to be careful. It seems Storm Bram has really done a number on this part of the woods. And we found our first freshly fallen tree, which is over here. So I'm trying to get there now. I'm just gonna get past this bit. Very, very, very slippery around this bit. Very slippery. Got this beautiful tree here. This seems no danger of this one falling for me. You kind of can feel, I mean, that's a strong tree, that one. I don't feel like there's any danger of maybe some of these things falling off. Right. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get down there. I can see, there it is, look. It's just through there. I can see the trunk. Where is it? Here. It's just through there. Wow, I didn't see these here. They're the ones you've got to watch. See these? They're the ones you've got to watch. Blimey. Yeah, there's quite a few of them here as well. You know? There's quite a few of them here. I'm going to try and cut back round. I can't get through that way. So I'm going to try and cut back round and go in from the top if I can. If not, just see if I can get the best possible footage of it, you know, because this one's real fresh. The leaves are green and everything, real freshly fallen tree. And if we can see the size and of this tree and how young it was, the age of it roughly, then we can determine how strong this storm was. You know, it all helps for a bit of research, so in the future when we're out in certain storms we can keep ourselves a bit safer and a bit safer each time. I've nearly had 2 accidents today. I've nearly slipped on my butt and broke my ankle on that tree root that rotted away. So they say it comes in threes. So I'm gonna go film this tree and then get out of here before something bad does happen. Oh, whoa, we got one here, look. Big old branch snapped off there. So the tree's still standing, but it's taken the branch. Just want to keep our eyes to the sky on this bit. This is actually quite a dangerous bit. This is right through. We've got to go right underneath these trees. Right. I think it's down here. There it is. There we go. I actually think that could still be connected via the roots. That could be connected via the roots still. You can see the luscious green on it. This is all from the tree. But this could be just a freshly fallen casualty of Storm Bram. Looks to be about 25 foot, 30 foot in length. Talking about 20-30 years old, roughly. Quite a young tree, 20 years old. So yeah, it would take quite a bit of power to take this tree down, you know. And then there's the forest that we were just in. Right in there. Look how tall them trees are. They're massive, some of them, aren't they? Absolutely massive. Whew. Alright guys, nearly back now. Whoa. Actually seems like the rain's calmed down a lot. Still very windy, but this storm is heading north, specifically towards Northern Ireland, the Isles of Scotland and Shetlands and Stowaway and all that, all them kind of beautiful places. So please take care if you're going out in Storm Bram today, especially if you're going near the coast. Unfortunately, you know, accidents do happen. But if we stay safe, car on that drop again, then we should be alright, you know. But yeah, to all you beautiful soul experiences out there, hope you've enjoyed the video. If you want to become a soul experiencer, you know what to do. Just hit that subscribe button and you become part of this beautiful community out there to help the human race remember who we really are. And on top of that, just have loads and loads of fun in the process. Because I don't see a point in life without fun. A life without play is no life at all, as far as I'm concerned. There's a reason
I have man-child tattooed on my ankle because I refuse to become boring just because the numbers of my age change and become slightly higher. I refuse to bow down to societal pressures to become Mr. Responsible. It's time to take back our playfulness, find the child inside all of us, and start to live our lives again. Because really and truly, when we're on our deathbed, that's what we're going to regret. Not taking each moment as it comes and enjoying it fully. So till next time, I love you all. I hope you've enjoyed the video. And if you think you know what that light was in the woods, let me know, because it's freaking me out a little bit. Take care, guys, and I'll see you all soon. Love you loads. Take care for now.